conflict is good or not good. Sometimes the conflict is good. Sometimes the conflict is not good. So when we say every time we have, that is exactly the meaning of conflict management. Because if every conflict was bad, we just have to eliminate it. Not be talking about conflict management, we would be talking of conflict elimination. I hope this is very clear. Because if every conflict was bad, हर प्रतिकार जो अगर खराबी होता तो क्या करना चाहिए हमें? प्रतिकार का नाश करने की बात करेंगे हम, उसको मैनेज करने की बात ही नहीं करेंगे कॉन्फ्लिक्ट. तो we are talking about conflict management. We are not talking about conflict elimination because that is there and sometimes it is healthy, it is good. Because that is what makes everyone think. Supposing everyone just, there is no resistance, what will happen? There's only movement and you don't know where you're going. You could be going in a completely wrong direction and there's no one to even stop you, question you. There's no, why? Because there's no what? Resistance at all to any movement. So therefore, resistance is healthy when it is productive, when it is active in a positive manner. And it should be there in every field of life, irrespective of where we are. I would even say to the extent, because you're all in a training field. And I always remember when my school days or college days or every other time when I teach, in any given audience, in any given student body, if I have to say, there will be various expressions that come. Those are called the reactions that are happening. And those reactions are very important for my session to go on effectively. Is it true or not? Some of you are trainers, I'm sure. How many of you are trainers? Right. So you know, for you, the reaction of the people sitting in front of you is important, should be important. If it is not important, you're not an effective communicator, a teacher, or a trainer. Got this point? So, all conflicts are not bad, is my first proposal. Now we come to dealing with conflicts, or what are conflicts and how do we deal with them, manage them. So there is something called an objective conflict, or an objective problem, if I have to say that, which is outside, which is something to be done. For example, supposing the mic is not working. So what do you need to do? You need to fix it. There's a problem over here. Something is not working, it should be working. We have to fix it. So this is an objective situation, a problem, issue, which has to be dealt with. There may be conflict also, which is an objective conflict, which is nothing to do with human personality or minds. Okay? That is one of the easiest to fix. Do you all agree with me? Why? Because you have to set things right in terms of resources, in terms of systems, in terms of, upgrade things, make it right. This is the easiest. That doesn't really cause stress. Okay, I know all of you are very important, but can you put down your phone, please? Can you switch off your phone? Thank you very much. I know I always allow two people to keep their phones on in my audience. One is if you're a doctor, and the other is if you're a police on call. I don't think any one of you are. So therefore, please switch off your phones. Yeah? Don't put it on silent mode. Please put it off. Unless you have something really, really important, and then it's fine. Otherwise, can you all do this exercise? Can you all show me your phones? Because I love seeing new models of phones. Can you all show it to me, please? I want to see everyone's phones. I know all of you have. Some of you have two of them. There you are. Thank you very much. Please switch it off. I can see all of them on. Switch it please switch it off? Thank you. Right. Now, see what we find is that the objective problem or the objective conflict, if I have to put it, is easy to solve. However, sometimes it's a little tricky, and that trickiness is because we have a very standard or a very mechanical or a very routine way of looking at things. And sometimes because of that we don't hit on a solution. Because if you think only one way, they give a lot of tests, psychological tests are there. They make you look at something and then we get so used, they'll show you a face of an old woman and say, it looks like an old woman. But if you really look at it from a different way, you will see some young woman also in that same picture. How many of you have seen a picture like that? You know, it's very interesting. They just show it to you and you see it one way. And I'm telling you, most of them can't flip their view and see it the other way. Right? Because you get used to seeing one thing, you just can't see the other thing at all. So many problems which are objective are of this nature. है कि नहीं? एक तरह से देखते रहते हैं तो दूसरी तरह से हम देख ही नहीं पाते हैं. वो सिचुएशन को बिल्कुल अलग से देख ही नहीं पाते. तो सोल्यूशन क्या होगा? वो स्टैंडर्ड सोल्यूशन. कभी वो स्टैंडर्ड सोल्यूशन काम करता ही नहीं है.
मैडम, घर में डे टू डे लाइफ में ये प्रॉब्लम बहुत आती है ऑब्जेक्टिव में, तो उसमें कभी काफी झगड़े हो जाते हैं.
नहीं, हम जो बात कर रहे हैं वो ऑब्जेक्टिव अलग थोड़ा है. हम ये वो आएगी सब्जेक्टिव में जो आप बात कर रहे हैं. That will come. I will come. Just wait on, and you'll find a lot of other answers as well.
I will request you to please note down your questions, and then at the end of
at the end is always better.
Thank you so much.
Right. So therefore, हम जो देखते हैं कि the way of looking at something, so that is why very important. What do you call it? Way of managing conflict is to have what is called lateral thinking. Lateral thinking is different ways of thinking, unusual ways of thinking. Some problems are such that they just a matter. I'll give you an example, you'll understand what I'm saying. It so happened once that there was a tunnel and traffic going through the tunnel, and one truck, as it was passing the tunnel, it was overloaded more beyond the height, required height. Some of them do it, which is not right. And it got fixed inside the tunnel. There was a jam on both the sides. No one could move because this big truck would not allow any other this. And the traffic is for hours together, and everyone, the police, and so many people trying to solve, and how do you do it? Because it's stuck, and they try to move it, they try to take out the thing which was loaded, and nothing was working. One little boy came, and he also, everyone, because everything is stuck in the traffic, so this little boy also comes, what's happening? And he says, he's telling the police, मुझे कुछ कहना है, मुझे. So everyone says, shut up, buddy, come on. Stop coming in the middle. This is an important issue. There's so much of traffic. We have to deal with this. You keep quiet. He says, please, मुझे बोलने दो. No one is allowing this child to speak. And he says, मुझे पता है कैसे solve करना. तो क्या बोलेंगे उसको? बच्चू है, 10 साल का बच्चू. हम लोग बड़े-बड़े brains वाले खड़े हैं. ये क्या कर बोले? Shut up. उसने पहले कहा, मैं बताता हूँ, आप 1 मिनट सुनो. इस प्रकार से बोला. उसने कहा कि ये जो ट्रक है ना, उसका टायर जो है ना, उसमें से हवा निकालो. क्या करो? हवा निकालो तो क्या हो जाएगा? अब जगह मिली तो सामान निकालो. फिर क्या करो? हवा भरो. फिर क्या करो? चला के बाहर ले जाओ. ना, you understand? These solutions are called lateral thinking. There are hundreds of such things. Very often it happens that we are not trained in dealing with situation, or we don't know the situation well. That's why we are not able to objectively solve these problems or resolve these conflicts. Let me give you another example. There was this big, huge foreign machine. It was complicated, it was sophisticated, it was costly, and it was not working. So all the brains, the everyone started what? Trying to get it done. Finally, they said, okay, we have to get a specialist from Germany. So the specialist was flown all the way. And he came and he looked at the machine from all directions, he studied it. 2 hours he spent just looking at the machine. He didn't even touch the machine till that 2 hours. He kept on looking at it from all directions, and then he did a couple of things. Then he said, just can you give me a small, hammer type of a thing? So he said, okay, fine. And he did tap, tap, and the machine started. And the bill that he gave was $20,000. So naturally there was objection. He says, you give $20,000 for 2 taps? That's atrocious. He says, true enough. I did not know. He said $20,002. He says, no. For the tap, it was $2. Where to tap was $20,000. Have you understood? The $2 for the tapping, I only took $2, but where to tap, to find that out, I took what? $20,000. Have you understood? Same thing goes for conflicts. Where to deal, with whom to deal, how to deal. That is important. To be able to understand that requires training, requires intuition, requires special skills. Is it okay? Because otherwise it's all objective. It's all this, like a machine thing, it's an objective thing. There's no human thing, there's no subjectivity involved in it. Do you agree with me? There is no subjectivity. It requires an intuition, it requires this complete understanding. And I have understood this thing, machines also have feelings. I believe that. A classic example is, I'm very much averse to all sorts of machines, in the sense, I don't understand them. I understand human brains, I understand human minds perfectly, I don't understand machines. Especially computers and all electronic gadgets, I have no brains for them. And interestingly, the computer knows that. So when I'm dealing with it, something will happen and it won't work. And I don't know what to do. And the worst thing is when the machines start asking you questions and you can't answer. Have you ever experienced that? You feel awful. Why is it asking me? I don't know the answer. Come on. Don't ask me questions. If it's a human being I can answer, what are you asking? And especially if machine something happens and by mistake, if you press help, you are in greater trouble. Have you all experienced that? Yes or no? So here I am, absolutely not understanding what to do with this whole thing of mine. It's not working. I don't know. So I have a person who I standardly I call him. His name is Vinod. So I ring up the phone and I say, Vinod, I need your help. My computer is not working. So they tell us, switch it off and start again. I said, I already did that. Because that's what they always tell you. I said, I already did that, still not working. I don't know what to do. This is, I'm coming. Give me 2 minutes. And believe me, it's happened so many times that I have no doubt about it. He enters my room and here the machine starts. And he says, Swamini, but what's wrong? It is working. I said, believe me, it was not working 2 minutes back. You understand what I'm saying? Hua hai aap log ko? Machines are like that. The right person touches it, it works. The right person does that, they know what happens. So the machine also recognizes an expert hand. I don't understand. So what I'm trying to tell you is even objective conflicts, you need to have that skill, you need to have that intuition, you need to have that training to be able to deal with it. Is it okay? So outside situations, objective conflicts need what? Solutions. Right? Solutions. Now let's go to more subjective. And I tell you, majority of the conflicts are all subjective. Do you agree? And that is why now they want to teach soft skills. Because problem is not the आप लोग जो कर रहे हैं, problem is the human mind. Do you all agree with me?
Yes.
Dealing with people, अरे ऑफिस में भी आप देखो, बाहर के प्रॉब्लम्स बहुत कम होते हैं, लोगों के अंदर के प्रॉब्लम्स ज्यादा होते हैं, है कि नहीं? बोलो, ये बॉस के साथ में, इसके साथ में ये, इसके साथ ये वो, what they call in general word, office politics. होता है कि नहीं? होंगे 5 लोग, ज्यादा भी नहीं हो, बोले ये 5 में भी क्या होगी? And it is so interesting, it is just unbelievably interesting. Nowadays in this world, machines don't get along with each other. Human beings not getting along is one thing, machines. You see your Apple will not get along with your Android. Yes or no?
Yes.
Your Mac will not get along with your HP. They don't like each other. God knows why. Come on, you're a machine. Why don't you like each other? No, I don't like. I won't accept. Your pen drive doesn't like another computer. Come on, what is it? You're in a pen drive, Ray. Just go and do your work. Nah, I won't. होता है कि नहीं? बोलिए. Exactly the same way. Human beings are like that. ये तो साथ में रखे प्रॉब्लम होगा, इसको उसके साथ में रखे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. So outside problems have to be solved, but inner conflicts have to be resolved. Yeah? Outside problems have to be solved, inner problems have to be resolved. Subjective problems you have to resolve. And conflict resolution or problem resolution is again a big time skill. It's not easy. Not everyone knows how to do it. Most people sometimes, the more the solutions you do, the greater it becomes complicated sometimes and messy. Agree? Have you tried doing that, trying solving with your husband or wife? What happens? You say something and then it's misunderstood in another way, and then you say something and she says something and you say something or he says something, and by the end it becomes so messy that you don't know what to do. Agree? Then you need third party intervention. Not just because, see what happens a lot of times these conflicts are because we are thinking, and what we think is our way of thinking. We don't see the other person's way of thinking or other person's standpoint or actually what is happening inside. We have no idea. We have our own, standard thinking patterns. So we think everyone thinks like that. Only, I'll give a typical classic example. I'm saying this only because you can apply these type of things anywhere. Let's say a man-woman conflict. Typical. Whenever a woman has a problem, she wants to talk about her problem. The minute she talks about her problem, she feels good. Agreed, all the women sitting over here? Just say it loudly because they don't understand that. Whenever a woman has a problem, her way of this is she needs to talk. That's not a wrong thing. Unfortunately, the men, देखो उसको बोलना पड़ता है. That's the way God made, my dears. There's nothing wrong about it. There's nothing right about it. That's the way it is. Full stop. I hope you're understanding. But what do men normally think? देखो ना. देखो कैसे? As though that's something bad. I hope you're understanding this. Please tell me. Your premise of actually dealing with it itself is wrong. Because you are thinking that's a wrong thing. The minute you say it's a wrong thing, what happens? You have started with a wrong premise. Why? Because you think this way, and whenever a man has a problem, he'll never talk about it until he wants a solution. A woman does not talk for a solution. She talks for a sympathetic hearing. Right or wrong? Say it loudly. I'm telling you, they don't know. They want a sympathetic hearing. And the minute you get a sympathetic hearing, half the problem is solved there itself. Now what happens? The minute the woman starts talking about a problem, the man starts giving a solution. And she says, shut up and listen. Have you had your wives telling you that? And then they say, he never listens to me. Have you heard that one also before? Why? Because he's not listening. He's busy trying to what?
Solution.
She just wants you to first listen. You won't listen, you'll start giving all sorts of what? Solutions. And she says, she feels she's not with her. Whereas a man, what will he do? He wants to, if he has a problem, he will first try to solve this inside, and if he actually talks to someone, means he wants a solution. Otherwise he won't even talk. He goes to someone and says, this is the thing and all, so he wants a solution. And if you just give a sympathetic hearing, kya fayda? You get the point? And बोलने का क्या फायदा? उसे कुछ बताया तो नहीं. And why I talked to him because I wanted a solution. And he's not even giving me a solution. He's just listening. I understand. I didn't talk because I want you to understand. I am telling you because I want a solution. Whereas a man, after solving it, will tell everyone. You know, मैंने ऐसे किया ना, ऐसे कर दिया ना, फिर अच्छा हो गया ना, अच्छा हो गया. Because now you are understanding what I am trying to tell you. Now, when you have two people who don't even understand how the other person's mind works, how are you going to resolve any problems between the two of you? Got this point?
Yes.
You don't understand. You just plain don't understand. You don't understand the situation, first of all. And then anything you do is going to only add to the conflict and not resolve the conflict. Are you with me? Many times, actually, the resolution of the conflict is not needed outside at all. The resolution of the problem is needed here and not here. What? You really don't need to resolve anything outside. Sometimes it's best to just leave it the way it is. We never know when we are supposed to leave it the way it is. Sometimes when we actually need to intervene, we don't intervene. Sometimes when we don't need to intervene, we intervene. Either way, it becomes a problem, greater problem. Is it true or not? My Guruji used to say a beautiful statement. He says, for certain things, do something and otherwise allow it to happen. What? Allow it to happen. Everything you can't do and solve, some things you have to allow it to happen. Sometimes time takes its own this. So certain things get resolved in time. So you must understand that this is not a thing I have to solve today. I have to leave it like that and it will happen after some time automatically. But we won't know where to do that. Sometimes we intervene everywhere and sometimes where we should be intervening, we don't intervene. I'm telling you many times it happens. I'll give examples of children and I'll tell you. The first time you have your son smoking and coming, it's not that the mother and the father don't understand, they understand. They know. What do they say? You start giving excuses for that child of yours. Yes or no? You know gadbad karke aaya hai. You know, intuitively you understand because you're parents. You've understood, you've seen it also, you've smelt it also, but you go into what is called denial. Nahi, aisa nahi hai. You know many times maybe your son or you or someone in the family or someone has got into an addiction, maybe a net addiction. You know it. You go into denial. नहीं, तो होता है, इस उम्र में सब करते हैं, ऐसे कुछ नहीं, वो तो निकल जाएगा, वो तो हो जाएगा, it's not important है, तो नहीं, he's in control, it's not. So what are you doing? You need to intervene. At that time you need to resolve this thing, but you won't do it, and what happens? After some time, it becomes too difficult, too late. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So therefore, it's very important to understand what? When to
Intervene.
Or if you don't need to intervene, you don't need to intervene. I always remember this wonderful thing that our parents had this. I'm saying all this, you can apply whatever I'm saying in every field. It doesn't matter what your field is. Do you agree with me? I'm not telling you something which is only related to X field. It's just related to any field. Now you put yourself over here in any other, I can go to another place and say the same thing. It will apply in that case. Yeah? Because I'm talking generic, I'm not talking specific to your particular department. I remember as a child, I was very mischievous. Very mischievous. So, all of you who were about 40, 45, 50 years of age, maybe more than that also, you all knew that when you were in school, we used to either get writing lines, what are they called? I will not talk in class. Has anyone done that? आप लोग को नहीं होता था ऐसे? होता था ना ऐसे? I will not talk in class. Or a remark by the teacher and you have to get it signed by your father and mother. ऐसे भी होता था? याद है वो स्कूल के टाइम की बात है. तो मेरी जो भी फ्रेंड्स होती थी, they would all prefer what? Writing all those lines. 100 बार लिखो, I will not talk in class, I will not do mischief and all that. And I always preferred what? Getting it signed by my parents, because my father would look at it and just sign it. So it was easy for me, and I didn't have to spend all that time writing all those lines. It just became an easy thing. Now, it so happened once, I'm telling you this because how important it is when to interfere, when not to interfere is the example I'm giving you. It so happened once that I had to go to my relation's house because my parents had to go, my grandmother had passed away, so they had to go somewhere. So we were kept in our, some relation's house, so that we could go to school and they would go and do whatever they had to do. Now, as always, I did some mischief. So I got a remark. Since my parents were not there, so I went to my uncle and I told him, you have to sign. He looked at it, he was shocked. Then he saw all the other remarks, which was like pages and pages full of remarks. And he saw all everywhere what? Signature of my father. He looked at it first, he gave me one tight slap. My father has, no one in my home has ever slapped me, no one has ever hit me. So I was wondering what's wrong with this man. Why is he doing this? I mean, come on. I had a sister and both of us were looking at each other. Why is he slapping me? This is, what are you doing? So much of mischief. This is not good. This is not good. Anyway, he signed, but he says, I will talk to your father. We were surprised. Kya hoga? Anyway, the father came. Then we were very curious. तो सार ने तो पहले जमाने में बहुत मर्यादा होती थी. ऐसे मर्यादा भी नहीं. We never did. We were free with our parents. We loved our parents, but there was always this. So uncle and father are talking. We are behind the door listening. कि क्या बोल रहे हैं? कुछ पता है कि ये बात आएगी? तो आई बात. वो अंकल ने पिताजी को कहा कि आप इतनी मस्ती करते हैं, आपकी बेटी इतनी मस्ती, दोनों बेटियां इतनी मस्ती करती है, ये करती है, ये क्या होगा? उसका भविष्य क्या होगा? What happened? And I very well remember what my father said. He said, इस उम्र में मस्ती नहीं करेंगे तो क्या? क्या बोले? इस उम्र में मस्ती नहीं करेंगे तो क्या? I have no problem. I know कि मेरी बच्चियां कभी खराब नहीं. No, he did not interfere, and that is why we came out without any problem. Are you understanding? And वो उनकी जो बेटी है वो अंकल वाली, वो इतने प्रॉब्लम में है कि मैं क्या बोलूं? Are you understanding what I am speaking? He did not interfere when he did not have to. He knew. मार्क्स अगर कम आए तो हिम्मत नहीं होती थी पिताजी के पास. I hope you are understanding what I am trying to tell you. We must learn how to, when to interfere, when not to interfere, in what to interfere, or interfere, I won't use the word interfere also, intervene. कहाँ कर्म की जरूरत होती है, कहाँ पीछे हटने की जरूरत होती है, कितना करने की जरूरत होती, कब बंद करने की जरूरत होती है. अरे भाई गाड़ी चल नहीं रही है तो धक्का लगाओ. कब तक धक्का लगाओ? स्टार्ट नहीं हो जाए. लेकिन यहाँ से दिल्ली तक धक्का मार के चल सकती है क्या? You understand? After some time you know it's not going to work. But still if you keep on pushing, you are. कितनी बार हम ऐसे ही करते हैं. जहाँ धक्का मारना बंद करना चाहिए मारते थे, करते ही रहते. हमको लगता है अंत तक पहुँचाएंगे धक्का मार के, तो वो कोई सोल्यूशन होता नहीं है. You understand what I'm saying? अब हर सिचुएशन देख लो. मैं एग्जाम्पल दृष्टांत देना चाहूँ तो बहुत सारे दे सकती हूँ, लेकिन द फैक्ट इज दिस. कितनी बार मैंने देखा है जो किसी को मिल जाता है एडमिशन क्या मेडिकल कॉलेज में ऑन सम स्पेशल ग्राउंड्स, फिर क्या होता है? मुझे पता है कि वो कॉलेज के उन्होंने कहा है, बोले 10 साल फेल कराया, 15 साल, अभी भी क्या है, पास नहीं हुआ। तो सब प्रोफेसर थक जाते, बोले कैसे भी करके उसको कैसे करके कॉलेज से निकालो। अब ऐसा डॉक्टर बाहर समाज में होता है क्या? आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम सेइंग। पर उसको एडमिशन तो दिया, दिया चलो अंदर तो 4 रुपए होता है कि नहीं, बोलिए जी। होता है, ये सब चीज होती है। कैसे भी करके उसको संभाव ये करो। फिर क्या करते हैं, 15 साल तक कॉलेज में रहकर, और ऐसा नहीं कि ही इज गोइंग टू इम्प्रूव आफ्टर 15 इयर्स, कुछ और अक्ल आ जाएगी या कुछ, वो नहीं वाला नहीं है। यू गेट व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल यू, कि कोई भी प्रॉब्लम होता है तो कब तक आपको उसको ये करना है, कब उस पर विड्रॉ करना है, कब यू से कि दिस इज एन अनसॉल्वेबल थिंग और इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड, चेंज इट, थ्रो इट आउट, डू समथिंग एल्स, यूज अ डिफरेंट वे ऑफ dealing with it. I hope you're understanding. तो पहली चीज क्या थी, बाहर की ऑब्जेक्टिव प्रॉब्लम्स है उसको सॉल्व करो सही तरीके से, गेट द राइट दिस। अंदर के जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स है उसको क्या करो, रिजॉल्व करो। हमारे अंदर जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स है ना, उसको रेजोल्यूशन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। बाहर की बात मैंने जैसे कही इज नॉट एज इंपॉर्टेंट हियर, हाउ मच ऑफ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स वी हैव इनसाइड अस। यस और नो? So many problems, value problems we have. Two things are there and this. And whatever you have more value for will win. Please remember this. I'll give an example to make you understand this. Very, very important. Dekho, we have a value for truth. All of us have a value for truth. Usko koi doubt nahi. But we also have a value for money. There is no doubt about that as well. Right or no? Bole ji. Value for truth है, value for money. दोनों है, ऐसा नहीं है। और जब तक ये दोनों कॉन्फ्लिक्ट में नहीं आती है तब तक सब ठीक ही चलता है। Right? पर एक बार जब वैल्यू फॉर मनी और वैल्यू फॉर ट्रूथ कॉन्फ्लिक्ट में आ जाना, then what you will do is very interesting. Let me give you an example. एक बार हुआ क्या कि मेरी एक फ्रेंड थी, तो अमेरिका जा रही थी, तो मेरे घर आई बिफोर शी लेफ्ट। वही दिन मैं एक बहुत ही सुंदर एक दिया, एक बड़ा सा ब्रास लैम्प खरीद के लाई थी। तो उसने देखा, उसने कहा दिस इज ब्यूटीफुल, will you please give it to me? I'll take it. I'm going abroad and I don't have this. I'll pay you whatever it is. You please give it to me. You buy another one. I really want, because मैं वापस पता नहीं आऊँ ना आऊँ, I'll pay for it. अब मैं इतनी पैसे वाली नहीं थी, वो बहुत पैसे वाली थी, उसके लिए तो कोई पैसे की कोई जैसे कीमत नहीं थी। अब मैं ये खरीद के आई थी 1000 रुपये। उसने मुझे पूछा कितने में आया है, जस्ट गिव यू द मनी राइट नाउ। अब उस समय मुझे बहुत पैसे की आवश्यकता होती, या कुछ ना कुछ होगा, पता नहीं क्या। सो आई नीडेड 2000 रुपीज। अब हुआ क्या, मन में आया क्या, उसके लिए तो 2000 कुछ नहीं है। आई नो शी इज मल्टी मिलियनर, उसको तो कोई 2000 की कोई उसको लगा ही नहीं कोई पैसे। अब मेरे लिए वो बहुत बड़ी राशि थी। अब मन में क्या आया, उसको 2000 वो तो देख लेगी, पूछेगी भी नहीं, कुछ नहीं, उसके लिए तो कुछ नहीं। फिर मन में क्या आया, हाउ कैन आई लव माय फ्रेंड। फिर क्या हुआ, ऐसी क्या आवश्यकता, आई वांट दैट 2000। अब क्या हुआ, आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग नाउ? जब तक ये नहीं है तब तक कुछ होता ही नहीं है। आप ही ये कॉन्फ्लिक्ट आ गई, क्या पैसे की भी वैल्यू है, सत्य की भी वैल्यू है। फिर मैंने क्या कर दिया, बोल ही दिया 2000। उसने बिल्कुल विचार करके बिना मुझे दे दिया। हो गया क्या बात ना, हो गया। 2-3 महीने बाद में मेरी दूसरी फ्रेंड आई, वो अमेरिका जाके आई थी, वो उसको मिली थी, उसने वो लैम्प देखा था वहां, उसने आकर कहा रे वो इतनी प्रेज कर रही थी कि देखो तुमने वो लैम्प देखो। मैंने लैम्प का नाम डोंट टॉक अबाउट लैम्प, डोंट टॉक। नहीं एंड शी वाज सेइंग इट्स सो ब्यूटीफुल, आई आल्सो वांट टू बाय। अरे रामा डोंट, प्लीज डोंट आस्क मी। यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग नाउ व्हाट टू डू। अरे no, I'm going abroad also again, and and she wanted 2 more. Hare Rama. You understand? This is the forever and ever. I will never be able to see that friend in my life, right? अगर मैं देखूं तो भी क्या होगा मन में? Okay, this is called the conflict. Now, why did this? I say 2000. Why did I have value for truth. I have value for money. Please remember this is a very important point I'm talking now. The conflicts, values की conflicts की बात करें. I have value for both of them. I have value for money. I have value for truth. Then why did I say 2000? Remember this. When the value, whichever value is well assimilated, that is what you will do in your life. The value for money is well assimilated. The value for truth is half assimilated. इसलिए I spoke untruth. If I thought that speaking truth is like dying, कुछ भी हो जाए, I will not speak untruth. I don't understand. गलत बोलना वो तो मृत्यु के समान है. It is worse. वो एकदम वैसे है कि जिंदगी तक मुझे क्या ये रहेगा कि अरे मैंने ये क्या ये मैंने अरे I am like that. मैं अपने आप को जिंदगी भर कोसती रहूंगी, जिंदगी भर मैं दुखी रहूंगी ये करने से. अगर मेरे मन में आ गया तब तो मैं क्या करूंगी? मैं झूठ नहीं बोलूंगी. सीधी बात है. Because my value for truth is well assimilated, my value for this is not. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
So remember, a well assimilated value always wins over a half assimilated value. याद रहेगा? Yeah. So what are you supposed to do? जो universal values है, we have to make them well assimilated. Then each time any circumstance comes, only they will be the one that rule our life. There will be no conflict. Are you with me? I'm just giving you one. I'm just giving you value conflict inside. There are many other conflicts inside us. So these have to be what? Resolved. And this resolution of these conflicts happens in the mind. It doesn't happen anywhere else. You have to think independently of your own. खुद को अपना विचार करके ये resolution होने चाहिए. ठीक है? तो बाहर के प्रॉब्लम्स को क्या करें, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स को क्या करें, सॉल्व करें. अंदर के प्रॉब्लम्स को क्या करें, सब्जेक्टिव प्रॉब्लम्स को क्या करें, रिजॉल्व करें. और जो तीसरी बात है, जो भी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स होता है, वन वे ऑफ डीलिंग विद दिस, यू कैन डिसॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. वन इज व्हाट? डिसॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. प्रॉब्लम ही अब कैसे कर सकते हैं ये प्रॉब्लम को डिसॉल्व ही करें, तो वो तो वेदांत की बात है.
Something missing. That's why I want to intervene. आपने वो 2 आइटम उसको दिए कि नहीं दिए बाद में जब मांगे थे?
Actually, I made up this whole story. I made up this whole story.
अच्छा, made up.
I made up just to make you understand.
Okay.
I don't have a friend who's gone abroad. I've never given a lamb to her. I've never got anything from her. I just made up the story to make my point. We make up stories to make you understand. It's basically. Yeah. So you can think it's real. I don't mind, and you have your own solution. ना? मुझे लगता है कि ये स्वामी झूठी बोलेगी. No problem. I have absolutely no problem with that. कि अभी वो थोड़ी सीधी पर लगती है, पर पहले तो ऐसी ही होगी. I have no problem. I'm just making a joke. Okay. This was a made-up story, by the way, just to make you understand. If I make it like that, it will become like a real story, right? Because all of you started thinking, "Pata nahi kya kiya hoga, ye kiya hoga." Exactly. I wanted your involvement. I wanted you all to really think, because these are situations that all of us have in our life. Is it true or not?
Yes, absolutely true.
So therefore, first is what? बाहर की जो conflicts होती है, तो उसको क्या करें? Objective conflicts. You have solutions. Subject conflicts होती है, तो you have to resolve those problems. And one is you can dissolve problems. Do you want to listen to Vedanta? If you do, I will tell you. Otherwise, you just leave it at that. How many of you would like to really listen to Vedanta? Because it's going to be Vedanta, real Vedanta. All of you? Yeah, okay, fine. Now, since you have shown that interest, I want complete and total attention. That's all I ask you, nothing more. What is this? You have to answer again. What is this?
Mic.
Mic. You have to keep on. This is I find. What is this?
Mic.
Mic. Can you see the mind?
Yes.
Yes. How do you see the mind? With your eyes, right? Your eyes see the mind, right? Eyes are different from the mind. There are two principles which you have to keep in mind. One is the seer is different from the seen. What is the principle? The seer or the knower is different from the seen. ज्ञाता जो है ज्ञ से अलग होता है, ठीक है? Seer दृष्टा है, दृश्य से अलग होता है, ज्ञाता ज्ञ से अलग होता है. सिद्धांत एक पहला. दूसरा सिद्धांत ये है, the seer can see the seen, but the seen cannot see the seer. ज्ञाता है, ज्ञ को जानता है, ज्ञ जो है ज्ञाता को जान सकता नहीं है. कितनी भी बार सालों तक ऐसे करे फिर भी ये उसको नहीं जानता है. सीधी बात ना. The eyes are seeing the mind can't see the eyes. Now how do I know that my eyes are seeing the mind? If my mind is somewhere else, even though my eyes are open, I will not see the mind. Do you agree with me? That's how accidents happen. जब एक्सीडेंट होते हैं तो क्या कहते हैं पता है? अरे आंख खोल के चलाओ ना. तो क्या आंख को बंद करके थोड़ी चलाते हैं? तो आंख तो खुली होती है लेकिन मन कोई और जगह होता है. तो सामने है, आंख तो खुली है फिर भी दिखता नहीं है. क्यों नहीं दिखता है? क्योंकि
बॉन्डिंग नहीं.
Understand? The mind is not behind the eyes that are seeing, and therefore you don't see. Okay. Conflict अभी तो मत करो, बाद में हो तो ठीक है. So, what? Eyes see the mind. वैसे ही मन जो है आंख क्या देखता है वो जानता है कि नहीं? तो मन आंख की कंडीशन को भी जानता है कि ठीक से नहीं दिखाई दे रहा है, ठीक से दिखाई दे रहा है, जानता है कि नहीं? तो the knower knows the known. The knower is different from the known. The mind is different from the eyes. The mind knows what the eyes see, but the eyes don't know what the mind thinks. Agree?
Agree.
ज्ञाता ज्ञ को जानता है, लेकिन ज्ञ ज्ञाता को नहीं जान सकता है. कितने भी जमाने हो जाए, आंख को कभी पता नहीं चलेगा कि मन में क्या चलता है. Agree? नहीं, I have special ability. Eyes can see what is in the mind. No, आप कहेंगे नहीं, I know what is going on in your mind. How do you know what's going on in your mind? अरे I can see it on your face. अरे गुस्सा आ रहा है आपको, मैं दिखता है. अरे आपको सिर्फ उनके एक्सप्रेशंस दिख रहे हैं, उससे आप अनुमान लगाते हैं कि शायद गुस्सा आ रहा है, लेकिन एक्चुअली आप मन को नहीं देख सकते. Is it true or not? आप तो सिर्फ एक्सप्रेशन देखते हैं, मन को थोड़ी देख सकते. ओके? अलग है. उसको देखता है, ये इसको. आपके मन में क्या चल रहा है वो किसको पता है? अच्छा, मैं जो भी अब तक बोल रही हूँ वो आपको समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है? कुछ तो बोलो. आ रहा है. आप नहीं आ रहा है तो बोलेंगे तो भी कोई फर्क पड़ता नहीं. मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. वेरी गुड. किसको पता कि आपको समझ में नहीं आया? अरे मुझे पता है कि मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. वेरी गुड. आई नो, आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड. I know, I understood. So understanding or not understanding happens in the mind. वो मन में होता है. समझ में आया कि नहीं आया वो मन में होता है. किसको समझ में आया? मुझे समझ में आता है कि मुझे समझ में नहीं आया. I know, I understood. I know, I didn't understand. No word is different from the known. Have you understood this? क्या? ज्ञाता ज्ञ से अलग है. ज्ञाता ज्ञ को जानता है, लेकिन ज्ञ एक आई है, एक अहम है, एक आत्मा है जो मन को प्रकाशित करता है, लेकिन मन जो है इसको प्रकाशित नहीं कर रहा है. और वो उसको हम कहते हैं आई, मैं. तो मैं कौन हूँ? ये मैं हूँ जो मन को जानती हूँ, जो इंद्रियों को जानती हूँ, जगत को जानती हूँ. Have you understood? सबसे अलग हूँ. और जो भी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होती है वो यहाँ होती है, यहाँ होती है, यहाँ होती है, यहाँ नहीं होती है. ये अलग है. प्रॉब्लम्स क्या हो गए, कॉन्फ्लिक्ट्स क्या हो गए, रिजॉल्व हो गए, क्योंकि यहाँ न कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है न कोई है. ये सबसे परे है. अब परे शब्द का अर्थ समझो. क्या? आँख है, इससे परे है. मन है, इससे परे है. और ये आत्मा है, मन से बड़े इसमें कोई कॉन्फ्लिक्ट नहीं। जो भी कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है यहाँ है और यहाँ है यहाँ। अगर उसको जान लिया कि मैं ये हूँ तो बाहर कोई कॉन्फ्लिक्ट नहीं। किसी को आत्मज्ञान कहते हैं, उसको वेदांत कहते हैं, उसको साक्षात्कार कहते हैं, उसको मोक्ष कहते हैं, जो नाम देना है। तो एक तरह क्या है, प्रॉब्लम्स को क्या करो, सॉल्व करो। दूसरा क्या है, रिजॉल्व करो। और तीसरा क्या है, रिजॉल्व करो। अब चाहे आप कर सकते हैं। हरिओम और नमस्कार। समय एकदम हो गया है।
आपने कहा था कुछ पूछना हो तो पूछ सकते हैं।
5 minutes।
जैसा आप अभी कह रही हैं ना कि आपने माइक से आपको मन को फिर आत्मा को कोऑर्डिनेट किया, तो इसका मतलब है जो हमारे कॉन्फ्लिक्ट है वो इंद्रियगत है और मानसिक है, इसके बियॉन्ड नहीं। यही होगा ना
मैडम? रिगार्डिंग ऑब्जेक्ट,
मैडम
सॉरी
मैं सन्यासी नहीं हूँ।
अच्छा।
अब दीदी बोलो, माँ बोलो,
दीदी।
जो भी बहन बोलो, जो
Okay,
बोलना है, मैडम मैम मत।
Okay, I will say Ma.
हाँ, जो कुछ।
Ma, you please tell me one thing. You told about objective this thing, wherein in one of the examples you said, if supposing Mike gets